Okay, so now we ran into an interesting issue in which even when we were logged in and clicked on notes, it would redirect us back to the login page. So in the cases that I run into a new issue that I've never encountered before, I would just type in to Google asking the question, redirected to login page even when logged in, Identity Framework Core authorized. So when we have an authorized function, it's redirecting me back to the login page regardless. So interestingly enough, when we type in to Google that issue, it returns ASP.NET Core identity successful, redirecting back to login. So let's click on that and let's see. So the guy seems to be having the exact same issue as us. In order to get ASP.NET Core pipeline to recognize that a user is signed in, a call to use authentication is required in the configuration method of your startup class, like so. Using cookie authentication scheme, the use of use authentication loosely performs the following. Blah, blah, blah. So if you want to know the details, you can go and read it more. So let's see if we have that in our code first. So we'll go to our code. Go to our startup.cs. And we have use authorization, use authentication. So the first thing I'm noticing is that the order of the middleware seems to be different. So saying use authentication after use authorization. So let's change that around and see if that does anything. Will we be able to access the page? Because remember before I said the order of the middleware in which it is called matters. So now let's click on notes. And ta-da! So the issue we were encountering just now, in which when we were logged in but not able to access the notes controller, was caused by the fact that the use authorization was called before the use authentication. So now we have successfully debugged the issue that we encountered with Identity Framework, installed it, and gotten to the point that Visual Studios would have basically gotten us to in like less than 3 minutes. In about, I'd say, an hour, because we built everything from scratch. Okay, so that concludes the first exercise in which we were building everything from scratch. I hope you enjoyed that, and next we're going to be building, for the next exercises, we're going to be upgrading our application into something more. Okay.